this picture on Instagram and I got many requests to recreate this look, and today is going to be just that. Right now I only have my bare face on except for my moisturizer and eye cream. Let's get started. So first up, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer portion in the shade Eden, and this is just a neutral colored eyeshadow base. You don't have to use the exact same product. You can use something that you have similar to this in your makeup collection. Next up, I'm going to be setting my eyeshadow base with this Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder with this Sephora Crease Shadow Brush in number 73. Just slightly dab. And I'm just going to be removing the tackiness from the eyeshadow base ever so lightly. Next, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution's London Redemption palette in Iconic number 3 with a 228 crease brush from Zoeva, and I'm going to be taking the 4th shade over here and lightly dust this onto the crease of my eyelids. Now for the main lid color, I'm going to be using the Essence All That Grey Smoky Eye Pencil. I got this from my nearest Watsons just a couple of weeks ago and I really like it, and it comes with a sponge tip applicator like this, and it has a product onto the lid, onto the cap rather. So I really like this because it's just a one-step smoke out action. So you'll see me how I apply this. To diffuse the two shades in together, I'm going to be going in with this light sheeny grey color, and I'm going to be using my Sigma's Small Tapered Blending E45. These eyeshadows are a tad dusty, so you have to be careful with them to tap the excess out before you plunge the brush onto your eyelids, because you're going to have a lot of fallout happening on your upper cheeks. I'm going back in with the first matte color to soften up my crease and diffuse the edges out a little bit further. Now for the last shade, I'm going to be using this tiny definer brush like this one, and I'm going to be dipping the brush into this first shade from the palette to define my brow bone. You can go a little heavy on your brow bone highlight. This doesn't have any sheen to it, but I do want it to look a little more put together because my eyebrows are not done yet. I usually have my eyebrows on before I do any eye makeup look. You can use your pinky to blend the color. You see how it's easily blending the shade out. You want it to look diffused and not too harsh. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, or try to replicate the same eyeliner look on this eye as well. I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and this is the matte black liner that I could come across. We couldn't get NYC, or at least I wasn't able to get my hands on the NYC liquid liner that everyone here on YouTube has been raving about, but this does a great job at staying matte. Okay, for my mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black. I've heard Kaushal speak so much about this, but it's only of recent times I was able to get my hands on this. It's always out of stock on the site where I usually get a lot of my makeup products from. I like the mascara one. I feel like it can almost get to the very root of every single lash on my upper and bottom lashes. I just got back from picking my little girl up from her play school. I just did my face base and I had to get into a change of clothes. And for my eyes, all that is left is, on the day I posted the picture on Instagram, I had a little bit of this Catrice Cosmetics Kohl Kajal 200 You're My Rosen one on my waterline. So I'm just going to be lining my waterline with this. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be using the Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Pigment in Opal, and I'm going to be using the 316 Classic Liner from Zoeva, and I'm going to be dipping just the tiniest bit to brighten up my inner tear duct. If you want to, you can actually use the same shade and bring a little bit of the highlight right onto the inner corners of the eye socket over here to brighten up the look even more, but I'm just going to be leaving at the tear duct for now. Alright, now that we have our eye look almost complete, I feel like my lower lash line looks a little bit bare. I'm going to be taking my Zoeva's brush in 320 Smoky Liner, and I'm going to be dipping the brush into the same shade for my crease color and smoking out my lower lash line just a tad bit. Now I'm going to be using the same Opal shade for my cheekbone highlight. I'm just going to be using a fan brush and just ever so lightly dipping into it and tapping the excess off and hit my cheekbones so that I can glow from wherever you're watching this video from. Being under the sun, I felt like I lost a little bit of my contour shade, so I'm going in to re-emphasize my contour color once again using the Australis contouring and highlighting kit, and I will be using my flawless concealer brush from e.l.f. and I'll be taking the middle color from the bottom section. I'm just using the very tips of the bristle, tapping into the product and tapping the excess off, and I'm going in and I'm just going to be re-emphasizing my line again. I'm going on this side of my face where the top of my ear is, and I'm just running it lightly. Just blending it backward towards the hairline. If you're interested to know more about contouring, I do have a video on my channel. I'll put a link to it down in the info bar below or somewhere around the screen for you to click. For my blush, I used the Essence Silky Touch blush in the shade 20 Baby Doll, and this is how the color looks like, which is an everyday pink. It has a very healthy sheen to it. To complete this makeup look, the finishing touch are the lips, and I'm going to be going in with my ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip color in the shade Tool, and on the center I'm going to be going in with my Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the shade 230 Complex. It does help having the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm underneath this liquid lipstick, otherwise within seconds after applying any ColourPop liquid lipsticks, within a few minutes or a few seconds rather, I can feel my skin and my lips starting to tighten and it feels really uncomfortable. But with the Color Burst Matte Balm underneath, I can actually smack my lips together and it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. I love this look and I hope you enjoy watching this makeup tutorial, and this is my final look, guys. If you did enjoy watching this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, you can click the subscribe button down this video or above here to stay updated on my future weekly uploads, because I have new video coming your way every weekend. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!